All right, more news here today. Let's jump into some baseball talk. We never jumped into the baseball talk here. This is gonna be the first time. Okay. So here's the big baseball news that I'm gonna talk about today. We're talking Trevor Bauer, right? The NL Cy Young winner from the 2020 season, the shortened season. He won it. He had a great year. Multiple, maybe 10 to 12 strikeouts per game. Insane number. To the Dodgers. He has the highest AAV, which is the highest contract per year at his position in history of baseball. I believe he signed like a 4-year or a 3-year, something $100 million contract. This year he's making like over 40 mil. And he has different opt-out clauses and things like that can happen in the next few years. But he's joining a team that just won the World Series, right? He's joining a pitching rotation that is insane, packed with young guys. I know his belief where he wanted to, pitch every 4 days. With this team, you don't need to, right? We have Clayton Kershaw. You have Price. You have Walker Buehler. You have Tony Gonsolin, who had a great rookie season. You have Dustin May. You have Julio Urias, right? That it's just stacked, man. That pitching staff in the rotation is insane. And plus, you have you're playing in a great ballpark, of Dodger Stadium. He's back home where he played his college ball. And it just everything worked out for him. Great, and he has a great offensive lineup. Mookie Betts, Cody Bellinger, right? Maybe Dustin Turner. I believe he'll re-sign there. Will Smith, young catcher, who's starting to make his name out there a little bit more. It's going to be a great year for Trevor Bauer and the LA Dodgers, and I wouldn't be surprised if they begin to make some sort of dynasty here. Watch out for that, because I wouldn't be surprised if the Los Angeles Dodgers win the next few years in the World Series, and it's not even going to be close, man. These smaller teams, they're not willing to spend the money. Well, of course you're not, because you don't want to, so you're not going to win. The freaking Pittsburgh Pirates, their entire staff's payroll is $30 million next year. $30 million. I've never heard of that in any professional sport. At least try. Trevor Bauer's making $40 million next season. His 2021 salary is going to be more than the Pittsburgh Pirates' entire team. Of course you're not going to do great. Of course you're not going to win. Of course you're not going to have fans at games because your team sucks. It's crazy. Now the MLB starts its season in 50 days, in less than 50 days. They're planning on having 162 full game season, but they're not bringing back the universal DH, which is very controversial. A lot of people didn't like that. Who wants to see pitchers hit? Not me. Having that extra guy that can hit dingers, that's just the best part about the game, man. It makes it fun and electrifying as well. They begin reporting to spring training next week, and it's already here. It feels like the season just ended. So it's going to be crazy, man. Crazy to see what ends up happening this upcoming season. And let's hope, man, you're able to fill the stands with the fans throughout the year, because these teams, these business owners, these players, they deserve it. Especially if you can have minor league seasons. They deserve that, man, for sure. Definitely deserve that. And so here's one thing that caught my eye yesterday on Twitter. So the MLB official page tweeted out this account named Baseball Pro, not verified, has over 100,000 followers on it on Twitter. So they released this. These standings that they released. So the New York Yankees 97-65. We shall see, because we all know that Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge, they get hurt every single year. The pitching staff is up in the air. Yeah, I mean, you have young guys, but besides Garrett Cole, what pitchers do you have that have posting experience? None. We shall see. The reigning American League champions, the Tampa Bay Rays, finishing at 86 and 76. Okay, that's fair. Toronto, 85 and 77. Once again, those three teams are going to be tossed up. Boston, we shall see with them. If they're hot, they're hot. If not, they're going to be ice cold. They predicted them at 88 too, and then the Baltimore Orioles 66 wins. I think they're going to win more than 66. Then you have the Minnesota Twins, 91 and 71. Interesting. They were great last year, but these young guys with the Chicago White Sox, Jose Abreu, Luis Robert, Moncada, Tim Anderson, I think they're going to have a very great fight looking for that number one, the division win and that division. And then you have also the American League West of the Houston Astros finishing at 93 and 69. Once again, man, I just don't see the Houston Astros winning this many games. You don't have that. You don't have Garrett Cole, or not Garrett Cole. You don't have George Springer in the lineup anymore. It's gonna be tough for them. It doesn't look like they're gonna sign Jackie Bradley Jr. to replace him. So who knows what's gonna happen in the outfield spot. This division is also a toss-up. I don't see the Angels contending for it. I can see the A's winning this division, to be honest. But in the near future, we'll come out with a MLB prediction video. Then we'll jump into the National League. Wow, they have the New York Mets finishing at 96 and 66. I know they had a very great offseason. But I just don't see it because you have the Atlanta Braves who also made some great moves, added Charlie Morton to its pitching staff, already great pitching staff, kept the same lineup as last year, and you still have those young guys coming up from the minors, and you gotta have a strong bench. I don't see the Atlanta Braves finishing at fourth behind the Phillies and the Nationals. I can see the Braves and Mets really fighting for that first spot. Both with over 90 wins. And then you have the NL Central. They predicted the Milwaukee Brewers 89 and 73 winning this thing. I don't see the St. Louis Cardinals not winning this thing, considering they just picked up Nolan Arenado. They have a lot of young pieces as well. I just don't see the Milwaukee Brewers finishing first and St. Louis third, and they predicted the Cubs to go finish second. That's not happening, champ. That is not happening. They're going to have a very, very tough season. And then we all know Los Angeles Dodgers. I think they might make a push for the best record in MLB history, to be honest with you. But they projected the Dodgers to finish at 103 and 59. The San Diego Padres right behind them at 96 and 66. With the Colorado Rockies finishing with the worst record in Major League Baseball with a record of 60 and 102 losses. Wow. Would suck to be a Colorado Rockies fan, that's for sure. But this is very interesting. I just wanted to share that, and just in case you didn't see it, and in the near future, as we get closer to the season, we'll make our full predictions and then see what happens at the end of it, of the next